What's up, gamers old school? And of course I'm here in front of something that goes all the way back in time, but it's for right now. It's the Retro City Rampage, and I'm here with my man Matt. What's going on, Matt?
Not much. Here at E3.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, and I'm walking past, and I'm like, I'm seeing all the same stuff. I'm seeing, you know, number 15 of this, number 5 of that, you know, number 12 of this game, and I'm just like, you know what? I want to bring it back to the roots. And I turn around, and I'm just like, watch this guy playing this game, and I'm like, what's he doing? So, Matt, what are you doing here?
What am I doing here? Well, I'm helping people. I'm facilitating the booth so that people can test out Retro City Rampage.
So what is Retro City Rampage?
It's essentially Grand Theft Auto meets Super Mario Brothers meets everything you remember from the 80s and 90s.
Now, I was looking at it. It looks like the top-down version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from back in the day.
Exactly. Look at that van right there. Like, what does that remind you of? Like, once you're done the dam level, that's exactly what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles looks like.
So this is kind of like an open-world, like 2D game.
Yeah, it's exactly open world 2D game that's referential to just about everything you remember from your childhood.
Now, you were telling me that I asked you, like, well, you guys are a D3 publisher, but you said, like, who's making this game, and you told me it's one guy?
One guy made this game, Brian Provinciano. He's not here at the moment, but he's the whiz kid.
Really? I mean, and how long did it take for him to pump out this goodness right here?
Sorry, pardon me?
How long did it take for him to pump out this goodness right here?
I think at this point he might be pushing like an 8-year love story with this game. It started out as a homebrew project for him. It actually was an emulated Nintendo game. Like it actually compiled. It was something you could play on emulators, and that was 8 years ago.
Oh, so it's like a kind of like a nesticle spin-off then.
Yeah, exactly. So as he's kept progressing, he put more time into it and eventually built his own engine.
And then he got a contract with you guys.
Yes, he did.
So basically, is there a storyline? Not that it needs a storyline, because it really doesn't, but is there any storyline at all? Or?
Yeah, there is. It's actually really a fun storyline. Essentially, it involves time travel and all sorts of nutty stuff, but you're basically finding items to get yourself back to the beginning, and the missions are like Grand Theft Auto, where like they want you to complete a certain task, so you go do something for them, and they introduce you to someone else, and then he gets you something else, and so it plays a lot like Grand Theft Auto in that regard.
Yeah, it looks pretty cool. It just looks like total chaos.
Yeah, well, this demo is certainly showing you total chaos. There's definitely that aspect in the game. It also has leaderboards and stuff, so a lot of the specific challenges that you just find on the world map are like, how many people can you hurt with this weapon, or something like that.
Any deathmatch modes or anything like that?
Not in a multiplayer sense, just a leaderboard sense.
Just leaderboard sense. And how many, I guess, I don't know if it have a certain amount of stages, like how many stages does it have? Or?
It's not so much stages, there's missions. I think there's over 50 missions in the game, and a lot of them involve like original art, like their own assets for their own missions and their own references, and like the game just really doesn't stop sort of introducing new things, so almost every mission has its own music as well. There's, I think, almost 3 hours of chiptune music in the game.
Yeah, chiptune music is back in a big way. It's pretty banging. I mean, some of the dubstep is actually based on chiptunes.
Yeah, that makes sense. One of the things about the music in this game, though, is all the artists, myself included, we had to self-impose our own limitations so that it sounded authentic. So it doesn't just look like an 8-bit game. This is actually an authentic 8-bit game where like limitations were actually imposed, like even as far as the music is concerned.
Wow, that's really cool. And you know what, I'm just curious, because I have to ask this, because it's, you know, back in the day with ratings and games, they didn't exist during the Nintendo days, you know what I'm saying? So, does this game have an ESRB rating?
Yes, it does. Brian actually had to go get ESRB ratings for this. I believe it's teen.
Really?
I think it's mild cartoon violence is, I think, what it came down to. No, I can't remember the other one, but he's got a funnier story about that than I do. I'm sorry.
I was thinking, like, they might give this a mature rating, but it doesn't look too realistic, so. You know.
Exactly. Like, where do you draw the line? Like, how small does the pixel have to be before it's, like, not hurting someone?
Well, I want to hurt some people. When can I expect to hurt some people in Retro City Rampage?
When can you? There's not an official release date yet, but Brian is working as hard as he can to get it out as soon as he can. Can't really say much more than that.
Only on Xbox Live Arcade, or?
D3 is published in the Xbox Live version, but it's coming out on PSN as well as Vita and Steam and Wii.
Wii! Well, it's about time to get some good games. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much. Thanks so much, Matt. I really appreciate your time, and we'll rip some stuff up in Retro City Rampage.